Hey guys, it's Maggie here with Grassroots Dog Training as usual. I'm in the park today with Mr. Mason and Junebug, she's back there somewhere. I got a question in from Jennifer about recall. You got a very smart border collie that's responding to all of its basic commands except for recall, which I think a lot of us have an issue with. And so in this video, instead of talking about just industry stuff, I'd like to show you guys the most amazing and effective way that I've found to do a recall without using aversives, e-collars, things like that. Which is counterintuitive because check that out. My dog is on an e-collar. I don't use it very often. Like I say, it's like with rock climbing. It's kind of like my belay line. But I'm going to show you guys the form of training that I rely on the heaviest. Because aside from that, I also have my treat pouch. Use it, get it, got it, good. Here we go. But super quick before we get started, I figured I'd take a moment to tell you guys about one of the most common mistakes people make in beginning recall work, and that is to put your dog in a sit or down, stay, and walk away and then call them to you. Here's the problem. We all know that dogs are contextual learners, meaning if we want to teach a good recall, we got to do it when they're not paying attention to us and they're moving away from us. So when you teach a dog recall where they're actually paying attention already and facing us, it's not going to work very well in real life situations. So that's rule number one. Number two is you need to have a good solid foundation in terms of using your yes or a clicker. Here we go, this is what it's going to look like. June, come, yes. Good girl. Yes. 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 June, free. Good girl. Free. Looks super easy, doesn't it? Takes a little bit of practice, especially with your timing. If you notice, the second she started turning around towards me is the moment I said yes. That is one of the magic tricks here, is that it drives your dog directly back towards you, gives them very simple and yet effective immediate feedback. You can't go wrong with that technique. So I'm going to show you one more time just for clarity. June, come. Yes. It was lazy, yeah, but good girl. She still responded because I used my YES, June, yes. And also, you notice, I don't pay her, meaning I don't give her the treat until she sits down. June, yes. The last most important, well, one of the most important components, finally, is the release signal. June, yes. Otherwise, what can happen is what I call a drive-by recall, which they start to come up to you and then they veer off and they continue on. June, free. Beautiful work, girlfriend. No e-collar needed. So there you have it, everybody. Super down and dirty tips on a quick recall that will actually be pretty effective. Later on, much later on, you can back it up very minimally with an e-collar, but I never suggest doing that until you've already gone through this process, relearned, retrained yourself and your dog. Remember that whole process. Ask the dog when they're stepping away from you, follow it up with the yes, reward them multiple times, give them that old release signal. Very important. If you got comments and questions, remember to put them down below. And as always, if you like this video, give it a old hand job to the thumbs up down below. Talk to you guys soon.